Oh my, I don't even remember how to film. How did I do this every single weekend? I literally don't even remember how to film. I only have one light on me, and you know what? That's just how it's gonna be. Hi guys, welcome back. Oh my god, I just want to say I'm very sorry for not posting on here in so freaking long, but I'm gonna give you like a 2022 recap, okay? So much shit happened last year. I mean, like, I think I was posting on YouTube, and I wanted to do a lot of bridal tutorials on YouTube because I was getting married in 2022. I did get married. I got married in October. So like I really wanted to do like a full-blown, like, I mean, I have a couple of videos on there already, but like I wanted to do a For the Bride series and do so many makeup looks, but we got engaged in 2020, and then we had our engagement party in 2021. And during that time period, we were house hunting because we wanted to move. And around September 2021, I mean, we bought a house. I mean, you guys probably know that. I have posted some videos since we have moved in. And then, you know, like from the time we moved in to like my last YouTube video, which I'm going to look on my phone because I don't even know. Okay, so my last video was 5 months ago. I titled it Another Bridal Tutorial. And then prior to that, my video was 7 months, and it was Where Have I Been? I talked about moving, I talked about getting in a car accident, and then so on and so forth. So yeah, basically a recap of 2022. We moved in November of 2021. We moved here. We did move like out of state. But in the middle of all of this, we're still planning a wedding. We are still furnishing a house. We still live here. So April, my family threw me a bridal shower, which was so beautiful. It was so fun. And then in July, we went to Fort Lauderdale for my bachelorette party, which was also so much fun. And like as soon as September, not even September, August, as soon as August hit, it was like game time. It was like vendors were calling me like, let's do this, let's do this. Like people used to ask me like 6 months after we got engaged, how's wedding planning? And I used to be like, fine. Like I'm not fucking doing anything. But then as soon as you hit that like 3 month mark, like you're 3 months out, bitch, you do a lot of shit, okay? And I hated wedding planning. I honest to God thought that when I got engaged that I would be a wedding planner after my wedding planning experience. Like I thought I was gonna make a career out of it. And I just hated it. Maybe because I got engaged during COVID, so like a majority of things that we had to do with masks on. We had to follow all of the rules and the guidelines and all that stuff. Like I had to wear a mask to I had to wear a mask dress shopping. So like I had to wear a mask literally while shopping for my wedding gown. I mean, like they let me take it off once I found the dress, so like they could see like how happy I was that I found it. But I think maybe that's what it was. And you know, shopping for venues was exhausting. I mean, it was just not a process that I enjoyed, and I am very happy that it's now over with, and I don't plan on doing it again. So I mean, yeah, I mean, from August to October, we were just really focused on wedding planning. And I feel like I didn't film a lot on YouTube because I was just so caught up with wedding plans, being a homeowner, because nobody gives you a guide. Like nobody says, here's your house and here's a handbook on how to own a house. Because the first year we moved in, I mean, like we replaced a washer and dryer. We replaced not a washer and dryer. The first like month we lived here, our dryer went out. We got a new dryer. They replaced every single part to the new dryer. Like that was a headache on its own. So there was that. We had leaks. We had to redo something else. And yeah, and then my husband wanted to redo the basement because that's kind of like his man cave. That was the excitement of that month. And then we got married, and it was so much fun. Our wedding was beautiful. I will insert some pictures here, of course. It was a beautiful day. I'm obsessed with my dress. Like my dress is just like, I've gotten so many compliments over my hair and my dress. Like it just makes me so happy, and I'm just so happy we had a beautiful day. To anybody getting married in 2023, if you're a bride, you're getting married this year, next year, I just want to tell you that you're the bride. You're the bride. So if you want to reach out to a vendor, do not be scared. Like, you know how everybody says, like, they don't speak up in a nail salon because they don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, like if they don't like their nails, or nobody speaks up at a restaurant because they don't like their food. You know what? You're the bride. You're paying tens and thousands of dollars for your wedding, for something to be perfect, for a vendor, for this, for that. You need to speak up. You need to open, you just always speak up, because I reached out to vendors starting from like April, May, like to look at flowers, to talk about certain things, and I always felt like I was annoying them. And a couple of my vendors, I felt like their tone made it sound like I was annoying them. So I just want to say, like, if you're a bride, please just know, if you reach out to your vendor, they're not going to get back to you ASAP. They will get back to you when they get back to you. But as long as you feel like you're okay, I don't know. That's just how I feel, because I had one vendor, and I swear I communicated with her a couple of times, and I felt like I was bothering her. And then it was like the week of my wedding, and I hadn't heard from her. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why aren't we talking about what I want, the details, things like that, you know? And like, that's what's so frustrating, because I know the wedding industry is so largely like saturated with so many vendors, and like, obviously, like, people last year, they were getting married because they had to postpone their 2021 wedding or their 2020 wedding. Like, I get it, but man, if you're a vendor, all I have to say is take care of your clients. Because yeah, that's all I'm gonna say, because I ended up being unhappy with one of my vendors, and I don't think anybody should feel that way, especially when they're getting married. So that's just my experience. But we got married, and we went to Italy for our honeymoon, which was amazing. So we flew into Milan. We went to Lake Como for the first 5 days. This is the first time I've ever been out of the country. I mean, like, minus going on a cruise and going to Bahamas. Like, I'm talking like out of the country, like on a plane for 8 or 9 hours. The plane ride going there, we took the red eye out of JFK to Milan Pensa, whatever, how the fuck you say it. And that was the best flight. Like, that was one of the best flights I've ever been on, because we took it was like a 9-10 o'clock at night flight, and because of the time difference, like, we flew at night. We both fell asleep the entire plane ride. We were out cold the entire plane ride. It was amazing. And I have really bad anxiety. So the first day for me was a little rough. The time difference definitely fucked me up a little bit, because it would be like 12 o'clock in Italy, but it would only be 6 a.m. here. So it's like, do I call my family? Do I not call my family? Or it would be midnight there and then 6 o'clock here, or like, you know what I'm saying? So the first day or two did really fuck me up a little bit, because like I said, I've never been away that far, like, without my family, or that far in general. And also, like, I have anxiety about everything. So traveling is definitely an anxiety for me. But after that, we loved it. Like, it was so good. We stayed at Villa Lario in Lake Como, and it was such a stunning hotel. It really was a stunning hotel. I don't know if I would go back there, because they didn't have a TV in the bedroom, so that's a deal breaker for me. I need to go to sleep with the TV on. I know, first world problems, but thank God I brought my laptop, because I put my laptop on and we fell asleep to HBO Max, and that was fine. So we stayed in Lake Como for 5 days. The first 2 days were rainy though, so like, it wasn't that great. Everybody told me, and if I came in contact with someone and I told them that I was going to Italy for my honeymoon, they were like, bring jackets, it's gonna be cold. So we're like, okay. So I bring a jacket, he brings a jacket, he brings a pair of boots, like his Chelsea boots, like whatever. We bring nicer-ish clothes, because we think like, oh, like, we brought 3 suitcases with us, and we had to buy another one before we left and come back with 4. It was like literally ridiculous. So obviously, like, we didn't need a full entire suitcase of what we brought with us, because everybody told us that it was gonna be cold. But it was beautiful. Like, it was so warm. Like, I wore a long sleeve shirt just like this. He wore a long sleeve shirt just like this, and we were fine. So We went to Lake Como for 5 days. 2 days we just hung out in the hotel. The third day we did a boat ride. Our hotel was able to book us a boat ride on the lake, which was so beautiful. They gave us a picnic basket, things like that. And then we went to Bellagio, which is just a town a little bit further down in Lake Como. And it was so cute. It's just like such a different life over there. It really is. And it's so beautiful. And then what did we do? And then we left there. We were actually supposed to stay there longer than that. Originally when we booked it, we were going to stay in Lake Como for the full 2 weeks. So many people told us that we shouldn't. So I told Nick, my husband, I was like, we need to change this right now because I don't want to be stuck there. So we ended up changing the hotel from like 9 days to 7 or like 6 or whatever. But then when we got there and we realized there really wasn't much to do, especially because it was raining, we ended up leaving 2 days earlier than that and going to Milan like 2 days earlier. So it ended up working out really well for us. I mean, Lake Como was beautiful. I don't know if I would stay there again for, more than 3 days, especially because like you can't really like get out of the hotel and walk anywhere because it's literally on the mountain on the side of the lake. So the roads are very narrow but it was beautiful. It was beautiful and we want to go back there. Because it was beautiful, but we want to go back like more so in the summer months, maybe like the beginning of the summer or like August, like that's when we would want to go back. But Milan, I feel like Milan is just so much fun, especially for me or for us because we're like city people, because that's where we grew up. Like we grew up in a city like setting, like we grew up in a borough. We grew up in the Bronx. So like, I don't know. Milan was so fun. So we were in Milan for 2 days. Well, we were in Milan the rest of the trip. We met this couple that actually lives like not too far from us here in America, and they were traveling through Europe. It was like they were on their last week of traveling through Europe, and they said take the bullet train to here. And we took the bullet train to Rome. Rome was my least favorite place. I'm not going to get into it. It was my least favorite place. That's the kind of place where I feel like I could say I went to Rome, I came, I saw, I conquered, and that was it. So there was that. And we did a bus tour that drove us into Switzerland, and then we took a train ride in Switzerland. It was so beautiful. Switzerland was amazing. We want to go to Switzerland so bad. Oh my God, it was so beautiful, but it was so much fun. And then we came home and back to reality we went, and we've just kind of been working since then. And then we came back. So like literally we came back and then we're like, fuck, we have to start buying Christmas gifts. Like I'm an early Christmas present shopper. So like by the second or third week in November, I was already starting to buy Christmas gifts. So like we felt it, buying a house, furnishing it, having a wedding the same year, and then going to Italy. You shop, especially when you're in Milan. So, I did shop. I shopped a lot actually. But it was so much fun, and now we're here, and this is now our second full year like in our home. November hit a year for us, so now we're in the second year of living here, and we absolutely love living here. Like I literally love it. I'm staring at the curtains I just hung up because I fucking hate the rings, but I think it's the curtains. It's not the rings. But yeah, I don't really know what. So yeah, that's where I've been, guys. I mean, like life just takes a hold of you. Like I'm not even sure if my mic is still working right now, but hopefully it is because I do not want to refilm this. And like my memory card is about to run out of space. So that's pretty much where I've been. And now that my wedding is over and I'm not now that the wedding is over and I don't have to practice my makeup so much, like maybe I'll get back into YouTube. I can't promise like it being so much. I don't know if people still watch YouTube. I don't know if long form content is what people want to watch anymore, because I feel like it's a lot more short form. It's IGTV. I mean, it's TikTok really. I'm on TikTok, so you guys can follow me there. I'll leave my link down below. But yeah, I mean, I don't really know what you guys want to see from me. I mean, because I feel like I'm evolving as a person. Like the older I get, I want to dive into a little bit more fashion, like really invest in staple pieces for my wardrobe. I really want to invest in staple pieces for my house. I like decorating, I like interior design and things like that. So let me know if you guys are into all of that, like vlogs maybe. Like let me know what you guys want to see from me, and hopefully we can get back into action this year. So again, I'm sorry I was gone for so long, but maybe I'll be back. Maybe I'm back. I promise. I hope you guys have a happy and healthy new year, because it is 2023. So happy new year. I haven't even said that yet. And maybe you'll hear from me soon. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.